Yeah, this letter is to Benjamin David Carl Woodroffe and Lizabeth Lynn Lotsey. Benjamin is my so-called son, and Lizabeth Lynn Lotsey is his so-called mother. Under penalty of perjury do I swear the following is true and correct before heaven and earth, Yahovah, the one true living creator of heaven and earth. I was there for your birth, January 17, 1999, San Francisco, California, General Hospital. Cut the cord between you and your mother. Now you need to cut that cord again, since as an adult you will bear the harvest of your own choices. Whether they be sweet or bitter to the taste, you will eat them. Today is the foreclosure of my homestead, 6768 Mauna Loa Boulevard, Sarasota 34241. After 15 years of legal and financial difficulty beyond measure, resulting exclusively because of the hell-hatched modus operandi of your mother's scorched earth agenda to destroy me and you alike, without you knowing what she is doing to you while she is doing it. Your mother kidnapped you from your birth state in California. You have grown up in this God-forsaken desert of injustice. Don't be fooled. The green jungles and beach are a deceitful fraud. Just like your mother, this state hates its fathers, destroys its families and children with the help of its mothers, like they have destroyed you and your family. I had hoped to preserve this house as your inheritance, but your mother's scorched earth policy to destroy our family name, our family, my employability, and career appears to have succeeded, since today it will be sold because of your mother's fraudulently stolen my house payment, i.e. Social Security retirement, of around $915 a month. Since January 2017, your birth month, what a coincidence. Your mother's theft of my Social Security retirement, i.e. mortgage payment, has resulted in the foreclosure of my homestead here in Sarasota. Now I will be homeless. Your mother, complicit with her so-called, quote, family or, quote, clan, as in equal opportunity Ku Klux Klan, as she calls it, her so-called attorney, Stan Krowitz, and the so-called Family Destruction Court demonstrate they hate fathers and families of our communities. Hence, they hate you and everything you stand for. They have destroyed our family name, my employability, more than just unemployment or joblessness, and what I stand for. Let's be clear. I hate that phrase, but I'm using it. I am not sucking up to you, and especially not your mother. Both of you have set your dishonorable, disrespectful, apathetic, sociopathic course on the fast track to hell, and my conscience is clear that I have done all to restore this family, and the both of you continue your scorched earth agenda to destroy our family with the leverage of the Florida so-called family courts and the Florida Department of Revenue, should be called the Florida Department of Organized Crime, to keep your stolen property with you on your highway to hell. The both of you have set your course as of February 2012, when you both set your arrogant little hell-hatched course to completely destroy the father-child relationship with the hell-hatched family courts and Family Department of Revenue, Florida Department of Revenue, Apparently you think I am dishonest or something similar. I suggest you start reading the legal pleadings in case 2000-DR-0011981-CA and a multitude of cases in the federal court. Get yourself a Pacer account and read them if you can still use the computer. They are filed under penalty of perjury by me. They show my efforts to preserve and restore, while in juxtaposition your mother's hell-bent scorched earth policy. Do not be deceived. This is organized crime, fraud upon the court, third-party fraud, theft, defamation and slander, and parental alienation, child abuse, and parental kidnapping by federal standards. See the DSM-5 and 28 USC 1738A. Here's a few pieces of intel for starters. Consider what I write in the courts, because it's not a good idea in this world or the next to lie in court. California San Mateo case, pound F092728, Florida Clay County. Not sure of the case number, but was transferred to Sarasota early 2000 after your mother lied to the state of Florida regarding her residence address. Sarasota case 2000-DR 0011981-CA. Second District Court of Appeals, Lakeland, Florida. Several appeals that fell on deaf ears. U.S. Middle District of Tampa, federal. Multiple cases since 2008. Most of all fell on deaf ears. U.S. Court of Appeals, 11th Circuit, Atlanta, Georgia, federal. Several cases since 2002, 12 or so. I actually prevailed to a limited extent here. You don't know anything about the paternal side of you or your family. Your mother has kept you in a cocoon of isolation and secrecy like a mushroom in the dark, feeding you bullshit for dinner. Now you're a full-blown toxic mystery where no one knows anything about you, especially you. Like a mushroom, no one knows if it's poisonous or psychedelic or superfood. You know nothing about who you are because half of you is missing. The half of you that comes from your father, and you seem to have punched your ticket on her hell-bound train and riding along as blind as a bat out of hell. You have happily thrown the best of years of our life in the toilet, having seen nothing of you since the day you kicked and punched me in Dr. Broder's office that day with impunity. Or did you not notice your so-called mother didn't even require you to apologize to me, your father and dad? Or is your conscience so seared like hers? I had hoped your teen years would have been a close-knit time of mentoring to set you squarely on the path for success, for an honorable life, family, and career. But Jezebel hijacked your train. Now you're on your own, bucko. You'll need more than good luck, which I believe there is no such thing, but you'll need listening ears to lots of real, honest talks with Yahovah. Since you've betrayed your best friend, mentor, and dad, you're on your own. You would have been another statistic in the bottom of an abortion dumpster, like the 3 or 4 other siblings that were never known, had it not been for my pro-life way of belief, who intervened, tried to build a family when we learned your mother was pregnant in the middle of 1999 before you were born. Even then, your mother was hell-bent to isolate me for some reason. You seem to have more sense prenatal, remembering how you kicked when I talked and prayed for you. Now you have lost your bearings and lost your mind. your dishonor, your disrespect, your dishonesty, isolation, and outright sociopathic narcissism like your mother. Get it right. I don't like or think like I did in 2012 or before. Simply put, you don't even know me anymore. I have doubts whether I even want to know you anymore because I don't trust you any more than a used car salesman bullshitteer. I might even use words like goddamn because I disrespect, not because I disrespect our creator, but some things like what your mother has turned you into are goddamned. I strongly suggest you do a self-inventory like the 12-steppers call it before you find out how hot hell really is. On the other hand, I'm not throwing my pearls before swine anymore unless you open up your goddamn ears. I hope to see the day you would be reunited with your 3 sisters. I haven't had contact since 1987. That will take more legal action, probably federal, but because of your so-called mother, hell-hatched, food for flies, scorched earth agenda, that hope is fading because I can't get a goddamn court to listen to any fucking ounce of fact or law, what is right or wrong. Now being homeless, unemployable, and jobless, even employment fails, self-employment fails because of this goddamn agenda of Mommy Dearest. Watch the movie, it's a classic. Oh, don't like movies? Get over it. Millions of kids all over the nation would give anything to know their fathers. Yet you throw me away like a worn-out rag, you arrogantly condescending, pass judgment on me you know nothing about. Simply put, you act like a foolish ass, both a donkey and your ass as well. You and your mother might have a physical brain, but you can't reason your way out of a wet paper bag, and certainly not equipped with a value system to get you through it. Unless you make a severe course change and self-inventory, your life in this world, here and the next one, is bleak to understate. Mommy Dearest, the money that you steal every month for $915, my Social Security retirement, carries with it a curse. How do I know? Because it doesn't belong to you or your organized crime family, aka the Florida Department of Revenue. Stolen waters are sweet, but when they go down, it will rip your guts out. There's a train coming, baby. When the levee breaks, you got no place to stay. When you have done what you have done to our son, our family, and me has Yahovah's keen attention. Do you think your so-called clan or cronies will get you out of Yahovah's great white throne? Ben, your mother and I couldn't get married because she didn't tell me she was married and not divorced in 1985 to Robert Mahan of Louisiana or something. Legally, it would have been null and void because it would have been bigamy, which is against the law. She walked out in the Mahan Lotsey marriage ceremony. It was another fraud on her part to bilk the U.S. taxpayer of military benefits. Apparently, he was in the military. She insisted remaining married to this guy, to whom she abandoned like a pig loves slop. Her fraud back then triggered a plethora of legal problems she knew fully well of, and that none of us but her still apparently knows the full story. And by the way, your granny is driving this whole hellbound train. Your so-called mother finally got divorced in 2002, which was approximately almost 3 years after you were born. After she refused to marry me, and our family was destroyed. Her father, your grandfather, never knew she was married. nor did I until she was pregnant with you and living with me. Ever wondered why all of your cousins are felons? Runs in the family. Got family problems. All hell hatched by mother hen granny. An apple doesn't fall far from the tree, so if you have any resemblance of ears, you will listen to your father's advice and get the hell out of there. You obviously condescend on me. Think I'm some sort of a failure of a person. Get the memo. I think you're a traitor to your father, family, community, and probably your nation, since you have no moral compass. Like your so-called mother, an apple doesn't fall far from the tree. However bad you think I am, put yourself on a scale of a priori justice and weigh yourself against the a priori standard of a dishonorable, disrespectful, arrogant, narcissistic sociopath. Not once has she thanked or reached out in any courteous way to promote a cordial, peaceful working relationship with the father of her son, or thanked me for sacrificing my career, life savings, and more just to watch her destroy our family name, which she has tagged you with. Her hell-hatched agenda is the epitome of narcissism. You need to get out of from under the weighty spell of your so-called mother. Since you are an adult driving your own shabby little bus, I can only suggest, and I suggest you join the military. Get some discipline, values, skills, and education. Learn to discern the truth of facts with critical thinking. Stay out of drugs and sex. Trust in Yahovah, not some crystal or invention like Allah or a pointy-hatted charlatan. Find a trustworthy, respectful lady, more than just a female, and get married young. Be responsible to your word, what's right and wrong, not according to your own inventions, but according to the instruction book from our Creator. Since you're not listening anyway, I won't tell you what that is. Look for it honestly and you'll find it. I could have helped with all this, but both of you made sure you kept yourself in the dark with your food for flies bullshit menu. Find out from yourself who the character of the fly is. Whether you like it or not, we will always be family. Maybe failed and broken, but I can say I did my best and obviously failed. I pass the baton to you now. You want to wear the big boy pants, so you got 'em. I suggest for the record, you're way underqualified. Your father, Gary Lee Woodroffe.